Like how is that? This degree of success that you've had and this journey that you're on, how are you? What's your relationship to it? Like, do you feel? Do you feel are there parts of you that feel at ease with it and parts of you that feel uncomfortable with it, or like where are you with that? Because it's quite a unique story.
So I'm wrestling with that question a lot. And I started asking a lot of people their opinions. And it's turning into a book.
Mm.
So I've been interviewing people about their journey and their relationship with success. What I've discovered after almost 100 interviews, there's no wrong answer. And everyone has their own definition. And it all comes from their own life and their own journey. And what I've also found is that it changes. It changes continuously. Sometimes it changes on a handbrake turn. Sometimes it changes because your child's born. Sometimes it changes because something happens. And so it's a really tricky question to wrestle with. And I think it actually gets to the core of most of the challenges we have in this day and age. Like, is it defined by us? Is it defined by someone else? Is it manipulated to make us feel in a certain way? And it's a really tricky thing. And then it comes from, I think there's something interesting about that a lot of people in their life, either for a short period or for a long period, are either running away from something they don't want, a life they didn't like, an upbringing they didn't like, a childhood they didn't like. And so they're running away from something to achieve something else. So that's their driving factor for success. Or they had a really good time. They had a really good childhood. Everything was fine, but they need to prove their parents or the people that brought them up,
Well,
prove them.
I've got to ask, where are you on that?
For success for me is control of my time, an autonomy of how I use it, an agency of how I use it, and purposefulness of how I use it. I don't want to feel it's wasted or under-respected, or that what I'm doing doesn't matter, in quotes. And so the time that I have with my children matters to me. The time that I have with my family matters to me. The time I have at work for things I care about matter to me. But when you lose that feeling and you feel like you're underappreciated or you're underutilized or you're in something you don't feel you believe in, that's not success. That's the opposite of success. And that
Mm.
moment that's not money. Money can come or not come, but that driving factor is really about control and control of our time. And that's frankly, if you really boil it down, what is success is what is the meaning of life. That's really what we're coming down to.
And
No one's successful all the time. And if you define success as happiness, which a lot of people knee jerk to, then you're not going to be successful a lot of the time because you're not happy all the time. Sometimes you're melancholy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're angry. These are all good human emotions. So you've got to understand that if you bracket it into something which is so clear, then it doesn't allow for any of the messiness of humanity to exist.
Mm.